What is up, everyone? Season 4 ends today with a couple huge matchups against our rivals in Murray State, then Morehead State, and then in a game that could very well decide who wins the regular season conference crown this season, a date with the Samford Bulldogs. Welcome back to the College Hoops 2K Legacy Mode series featuring the legendary Coach Carter as his UT Martin Skyhawks. They try to weather the storm without Christopher Faye, who got injured last episode. Chris Faye, he made Ohio Valley Conference first team last season, so his loss is a big one. You can easily see an intangible difference when Faye isn't out there, especially with all the struggles we've had scoring the ball in the paint. I've gotten some comments asking me when Faye will return. He'll miss this episode, but will be cleared for the next installment and thus will be suiting off for the playoffs. But for these next 5 games, some really important matchups, he will be missing all 5. But anyway, we'll start off episode 30 today with a simulation against Eastern Kentucky, and we take this game by 16. We saw UT Martin drop 3 straight games last time out, but the schedule, it eased up a little bit and they're taking advantage. Now winning back-to-back games. Last episode we took it to Eastern Illinois, and now a blowout win against EKU. Even though they're not as good as they once were in the series, they're still a 500 ball club and still fighting for a playoff spot. So, 1.5 games out behind Samford for that number 1 overall seed. Some very important games coming up. Right now, we really just need to take advantage, take it one step at a time, and get some momentum behind us before we take on Samford a couple games from now. If you saw Murray State in the standings just now, they're half game out of the playoffs, so they'll be hungry today. The Racers have added a player who fits very well in their chaotic system, Micah Foreman, a forward from Florida State. I mean, anytime you can score a transfer who was at a power conference program and he moved because he couldn't get playing time, that's a big win for an OVC school. The Racers have 2 solid lefties in their lineup, you don't see that too often. Jamar Stearns, who we've battled plenty in the past, he's a deadeye. And Siaka Badije, another newcomer to Murray State basketball, someone who they're very excited for. Also, one other caveat, Sebastian Farley, their top scorer and rebounder, someone who we saw a couple years ago come into his career with so much hype as a freshman. He's really developed, but he will be playing hurt today, won't be at full strength. Quickly out of the jump, Marcus Saunders, who else? But MS will get us started today. He and Easley have been a little out of sorts. I feel like part of that's just because we haven't had Chris Faye to even out the scoring inside. They've had to try to do a lot. But there is Luke Lawton, who records a steal there. Murray State had numbers, couldn't take advantage, and on the other end, Dwight Easley, he makes Sebastian Farley go back to school there for a second, made him touch the floor, then gets the steal. Inside, Teron Gardner will finish off the quick 7-2 run for the UT Martin Skyhawks. Gardner, he struggled a little bit in his debut as a starter. He had a good game last time out against Eastern Illinois last episode. Sebastian Farley, nice layup there. Henry Blunt, who fills in for Carlos Thompson, who graduated last offseason. He can make those shots. Now a baseball pass from Dwight Easley. Saunders all the way, little kiss off the glass. 13-7 run in the first 5 minutes for UT Martin. The Racers still hanging around. You guys know how they play. They're very up and down, very high tempo. Another quick shot for them. That one is sent back. Blaine Frye saw it coming. Dwight Easley, baseball pass once again. Luke Lawton goes aerial. And Easley's got 3 very quick assists. Love to see it. Easley got to start facilitating if his shots aren't falling. Jamar Stearns, the lefty, works it around. Micah Foreman. There's his first basket of the night. The former Florida State Seminole. He's been having a lot of success here with the move to a smaller conference this season. Foreman is 3rd on the team in scoring, just behind Courtney Connolly and Sebastian Farley. Now Davion Baez, he will fire one up, and right off the bench, he joins Easley and Saunders out on the floor. Micah Foreman, however, not too long after, Murray State's got no problem going mano-a-mano for you. Some retaliation right there as they stay within 1. Baez again, that one's off the front iron. Micah Foreman with rebound number 2. He rebounds really well for a guard. You guys know Florida State, always one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. That must be where he gets it from. He averages 6.5 as a guard, and Henry Blunt makes a layup there. Timeout UT Martin. 21-20 UT Martin, now for the first time trailing in this game. Just over 5 minutes to play. Jacques Diggs steps into one. Great job by Davion Baez, continuing to facilitate on the perimeter as a team. 23 up now, just under 5 minutes to play. Pierre Hamilton receives a screen on the outside. He slashes up that zone. That can't happen if you're playing a 2-3. Inexcusable there. Henry Blunt was left on an island. He was forced to foul, but not fouling hard enough to prevent a 3-point play for Pierre Pierre Hamilton knocking down the free throw as well. Above 80% from the free throw line this season for Hamilton, the junior. Behind the back pass, now he delivers one into Gardner. Over to Jacques. Diggs does it again. Man, 8 points for Jacques Diggs. Oh, man. Saunders graduating with Easley. I mean, we're finally going to have a chance to see what Jacques Diggs can do with some starters minutes next year. Now Jamar Stearns, he'll body up behind the back pass. Micah Foreman, we got a shootout here in Murray, Kentucky tonight here, boys. You guys better buckle up. It's going to be a fun one. Foreman, he's got 9 points already. 37-36, UT Martin clinging to this lead. 20 to shoot now, here left in the first. Foreman again. Why would Saunders leave him unattended? He had a decent closeout there, but you got to do your work off the ball. Foreman, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc today. Jamar Stearns with assist number 3. Speaking of assists, that would have been a nice one if Blaine Frye could have finished. Teron Gardner had his head up there, but Frye has also been struggling a little bit on offense with Chris Faye being out. 39-37, Murray State in front. This has been a crazy one so far. There always seems to be fun in store when the Racers are involved, that's for sure, but not as fun to watch if you're Coach Carter right now. UT Martin is creating turnovers, but they're having trouble in the half court stopping these shooters. Foreman hasn't missed from 3 and 4 tries. Jamar Stearns is torching us with 8 points and 3 assists. And whatever they're missing, Henry Blunt is putting back in. 10 points for the big man. Easley and Saunders had 6 made shots on 13 attempts put together. Slowly yet surely, they're looking like they're responding from their cold stretch from last episode. And of course, Diggs continues to impress with 8 points. We just need more production from our big men, especially on defense. And that's what Blaine Frye delivers with there. A big block for the sophomore, but Luke Lawton gives it right back. Oh no. Sebastian Farley playing some defense. Bounce pass. How did Badije get that one in there to Stearns? What playmaking that freshman brings to the table. They seem to like him a lot. Assist number 2 for Siaka Badije, and we're down by 4. Saunders though, quick catch. That one is sent back. Sebastian Farley with a closeout, and Foreman will throw one down. A disastrous start for UT Martin. Foreman is making a clinic out of our guards today. 6 unanswered points for the Racers as Lawton fires and hits nothing but net there. There's his second field goal in 5 tries today. Lawton, his complimentary to Easley and Saunders has been great to watch. Now, Easley had the mismatch there, but he says, hey, give it to Blaine Frye. A very smart play there as here comes the trap. And leaving unattended is Saunders. You can't afford to do that. This is the first time in a long time we're seeing Saunders putting up points like we know he can. He's got 16 on the game. 45-43, Gardner to the outside. Low post. Here's Frye. Oh, that ball trickled in. Didn't think that one was going to drop, but Blaine Frye's first basket of the game is a memorable one. Look at that one swirl around and finally leak through. Knotted up at 45 now. Blaine Frye with a nice little baby J there. And with a stop, UT Martin has the chance to go up, and they do. Nice pick and pop between the 2 guards, Easley and Saunders. Doesn't get much easier than that. Great play drawn up there by Coach Carter. 48-47, under 10 to play. Gardner. Here comes the pass to the adjacent wing. Saunders. Yes, he got it. The very friendly bounce. 22 on the game for number 4. The senior coming up big. 58-54, 6 and some change left to play. Pierre Hamilton checks in with Davion Baez and Dominique Cleveland with Jacques Diggs, and Baez will fire, no good, but take a look at Dominique Cleveland there. His 7-2 frame really helped him secure that one over Sebastian Farley. We'll see Cleveland have some more playing time here with Chris Faye, and he's making a pretty good run of it, having some more playing time. There is Elijah Stafford, no good from 3. Blaine Frye collects rebound number 10. Hamilton surveys the court. He's always really good at those second break opportunities, but that one is taken away. Jacques Diggs turns it over. DJ knocks over Dominique Cleveland, and I feel like Cleveland's kind of like a JaVale McGee on this team. He's always doing dumb stuff out there. He has been playing better, not going to lie, but even with that layup though, UT Martin still in control, under 3 to play. Up by 7, Easley off a screen. Blaine Frye, he really put Easley's defender on his backside, but he can't deliver there. Easley could have shut the door there, but he's been struggling today. Foreman with the rebound, outlet to Jamar Stearns, and he makes good on it. The southpaw was 17 on the night. The Racers showing some resiliency down the stretch, only down by 5, but DJ finds the curler Farley, who kicks it out to Stearns. He reaches the 20-point threshold. Oh no, this is what UT Martin has been doing recently. We've gotten so good winning close games, but recently with Faye's absence, we've blown a couple. Blaine Frye now, high post to Saunders, pump fake. We really got to be really patient with this last possession, and we couldn't find a better look than that one if we tried. Blaine Frye with the dish to Easley, making up for his mistake, and we will close this one out 69-64. Easley has a second chance to shut the door, and he delivers. 22 from Saunders. I love the showing he had today. Easley had 11. He was a little shaky today once again, but his playmaking was really, really good. Blaine Frye with only 2 points. I feel like he really needs Chris Faye to come back for him to get better on the offensive end and overcome his slow batch of games recently. But he still chipped in 14 rebounds. You guys already know Blaine Frye. If he's not having a good day on offense, he's always going to crash the glass with some authority. And Jacques Diggs with a 10-plus point performance off the bench today. And the wins keep coming. 4 straight now for UT Martin as they take this game against Tennessee Tech, who isn't far away from them in the standings. And take a look at this. Marcus Saunders, 27 points on the road in the Golden Eagles facility. Teron Garner with 11 and 5. Blaine Frye rebounds with a double-double. 10 and 12. Perfect from the floor and from the line. And Davion Baez, 6 key points off the bench for us today. Shot a lot of free throws in that one as a team. Made a majority of them as well. And now a dance off against the third team in the conference. A team that we always seem to run in some chippy plays and hard fouls against. A lot of trash talking with these guys. The Morehead State Eagles. You guys know their MO at this point. Their 2 starting big guys, Justin Slater and CJ DeFair's 2 upperclassmen. They combined for 26.5 points per game. And what makes them so deadly is that they surround those 2 dominant big guys with a lot of 3-point shooting. You talk about Johnny Langford, DeMonte Harper, Derek Goded. They got shooters in bunches. Plus, they have a really solid backup to those 2 really good big men in TJ De La Cruz, someone that Morehead State is very excited for. And off the jump, Derek Goded gets us started. The first of what's to be many 3 balls taken by Morehead State in this game. I'm sure they would make another one. This time it's DeMonte Harper up 6-2 and continuing to go to work. Harper will try a shot there, but that one's sent back by Lawton. Great defensive play. Good job not fouling as well. Saunders will then feed Lawton. What a pass there from Marcus Saunders. First assist on the game for our side of things. Now 6-4 game. 3 minutes off the clock as Harper pulls. 6 quick points for DeMonte Harper, one of the many upperclassmen on this team. 11-6 game as Harper puts in another one. He's got a quick 9 points now, but Easley will respond. A great screen set there by Teron Gardner. Man, he's like a tree stump when he sets those screens. He seems to knock everybody over. 4 minutes off the clock. Harper will fire again, and he is cooking. Luke Lawton right now. TJ Clark with assist number 3. Harper with 11. He's outscoring UT Martin so far in this game. Now Easley's got a bit of a mismatch. He puts his shoulder into the defense and scores. Look at this. He tried the escape dribble behind the back, then a quick spin move when his defender was not expecting it. What a creative finish there by Easley. He's off to a quick start. 14-11. Now Johnny Langford. He can stroke it with anybody in the conference. One of the better 6 men in the conference. But Langford is a pretty porous defender, so we'll take that matchup all day long if he wants to sub in at the 2 guard. Yes, Saunders against Langford, that's just way too easy for him. Saunders with his first basket, but take a look at that bounce pass by TJ De La Cruz. What a setup for that Justin Slater layup. Fortunately, Dominic Cleveland could not get a hand on it. 21-16, but take a look at Davion Baez in the left corner. Look at this right here. Look at the maturity from the senior. Coming off this screenplay, set up directly just for him, and he makes good on it. We're running plays through Davion Baez now. That's how impressive he's been. 23-20, 3.5 to play. Here comes Phil Barton. That one is off the mark. Here comes Gene Schofield with the rebound. Outlet to Hamilton. Puts his foot in the ground. Draws the defense in. Baez, we're walking back already. We already know that's going in. Baez, he's really feeling the shoes for Blair Renfro's departure last off season. He is the guy that can stroke it with anybody in the conference. Now here comes Teron Gardner, who has his shot sent back, but he stays with it. Saunders tries to, immediately tries to take it. That didn't really work out too well, and just forcing the issue there. It results in a layup for TJ Clark. 29-23, timeout Coach Carter. Under a minute to play in the first half, only with 23 team points. Easley, a pretty ambitious pass there, lucky he didn't get picked off. Now Lawton will give it back to him, pump fake, and Easley navigates to his favorite spot on the floor. Top of the key jumper. Seems like Easley is always automatic from there when he's straight on. Under 10 seconds left to go, Langford's open, but Lawton closes out in time, and Teron Gardner tries to roll the dice there at the end of the half with that pass. Couldn't fit it to Marcus Saunders, so we're going to head into the intermission down by 3. This game is super important in the fact that we're just trying to keep pace with Samford right now. Neither team could miss out of the blocks, especially Easley for our side. He's got 13 and 2 assists, 5 of 8 shooting for the point guard. And DeMonte Harper for the Eagles couldn't miss. He started out 4 of 4, tallied 13 points, but he finished the half 5 of 10. So that means that DeMonte has only made 1 shot in his last 6 attempts. And that correlates with the defense is settling in for both sides, especially when the benches came in. Saunders has 4, Blaine Frye with 2 points, 3 rebounds, fresh off of a double-double performance in simulating, but Jock Diggs is 0 of 3. He was due for a game like this with how hot he's been. UTM really needs to work it more inside, and that's exactly what we see there. Great play drawn up for Saunders. Doing more damage in the painted area, that might be the difference today. I mean, our free throw shooting, we've only taken 2 shots from Saunders at the line. Our perimeter shooting started to fall off there, but not from Easley. Great job finding the soft spot in the 2-3 zone there, and then Luke Lawton takes it away. Almost turns right back over, but Saunders to Gardner. They will finish the play. 3-point play opportunity the hard way for Teron Gardner. We're back out in front. And Easley, it all started with that jump shot there from him, and he's got an opportunity to pull again, and he makes it. Once again, Easley up to 18. It seems like Dwight Easley's always at his best when he's scoring from all 3 levels, layups, mid-range, and 3-point. It seems like when he's at his best. TJ Clark, though, nice play there on the secondary break. Justin Slater hit the trailer, and they made it look easy. 42-39, Saunders, he's open, up to 10 points now. He's got a quick 6 points here in the second half of action. 42-41, now 44-41 Morehead State. 8:42 left to play. Easley once again. He doesn't care about the closeout defense. He'll tie it up. Oh man. Dwight Easley at his best today. Top performance for him. 21 on the game. Now Pierre Hamilton will try to pull. That one's a little short. Saunders, though, in there to clean up the mess, scoring over the tall skyscrapers inside. But CJ DeFairs almost dunked on Dominique Cleveland to respond. But instead, Cleveland saves the 3-point play. And I've been very surprised today. I'm rather impressed. Saunders hasn't tried to do too much. He's taken a back seat a little bit to Easley, but he's finding his spots just like there with that offensive rebound. Now Davion Baez for the tie. Big shot after big shot. 3s coming in succession. Bang, bang, bang for UT Martin. You gotta love it. Under 5 minutes to play. We're gonna be in for a photo finish once again here. Derek Goaded will try to take the lead. Hamilton got a piece. Rebound number 3 for the point guard. And look at this. Hanging, finishing, and 1 for Pierre Hamilton. Wow, what a sequence that was. That is hype right there. Oh man. Hamilton got a piece of the shot, and he took it all the way. Not often you see Pierre Hamilton look that aggressive when trying to find his own shot attempts, but it works out there. A circus finish for him at the rim, and Hamilton will knock down another big free throw here. And with that charity stripes shot, Pierre Hamilton and the rest of the bench check out. We're going to be running with the starters to see if we can close this one out. 2:30 left to play, up by 3. Blaine Frye, high post. Look at that dish. Lawton's got to finish, but he will stay resilient and clean up the mess, his own mess. What a play there from Lawton. He followed his own shot, and it's little plays like that that could be the difference between a win or a loss. Great hustle there. Up by 3, 90 seconds to play. Gardner trapped in the post. Easley, can he do the dagger once again? Oh, in the Murray State game he delivered. Not this time though. DeMonte Harper clears rebound number 4. Derek Goaded at the controls. Receives a screen for the tie. That one tickles the twine. They got the matchup they wanted. There was a mismatch there. Teron Garner was trying to stay step for step with Goated, but he just exploded to the right wing, found some green, and he made them pay. Saunders to Easley. Can they respond? Easley off the mark again. He seems to be running out of gas a little bit after his monster performance. And now TJ Clark, quick shot, and it goes. Derek Goated, how did he get that pass in there? Wow, and that is the last guy we wanted to see make that shot. We saw Gene Schofield and TJ Clark have some beef last year, but Clark gets his revenge, and a quick 6 unanswered points for Morehead State. They got the lead with a 2-point cushion. 36 seconds left. An 8-second difference between shot clock and the game clock. Down by 2, Easley inside to Gardner. Got to work this thing around. Saunders was open there, but the key in these situations is just to exercise a lot of patience. Now Easley doesn't fire. We got 13 seconds left to shoot. High post, left wing. Saunders, we have the lead. Saunders with 15. Morehead State rushing the ball up the other way, and they burn a timeout. Saunders has taken a back seat to Easley today, but he still steps up when his name is called. 61-60, 15 ticks left to go. CJ DeFers is the inbounder, and he'll dish this one off to TJ Clark. 13 seconds left. Clark to the corner. DeMonte Harper, parallel pick and roll, feeds this one in. It's a tip pass, but he still regains possession. Slater gives Morehead State the lead. 6 seconds left. No timeouts left for UT Martin. 3 seconds left. Easley has a lane. That one is sent back by Justin Slater. Time expires. Game over. 62-61. Morehead State somehow hangs on, and Justin Slater and Dwight Easley, as you can see there, exchange a couple words, some more trash talk, and of course, I guess they deserve to trash talk. They beat us on our home floor in a comeback win. Oh, how could we let this one slip out of our grasp? I think it was the 3-pointer by Derek Goated that really turned this game upside down. Teron Garner tried his best to close out, but he was just too slow to cover him. And then on top of that, Justin Slater, the hero on both sides, he scored the game-winning layup and made the game-saving block on Easley. That pass by DeMonte Harper was tipped, but he still got it back and still made a good pass inside to Slater. Just 20/20 vision looking back at it. I mean, Morehead State stuns us on our home floor, and to make matters even worse, if we won that game, we would have taken a lead on Samford. Look at this. We're a half game back in the standings. Samford's struggling a little bit. They've lost 2 out of their last 3. So as we try to defend the Skyhawk Arena once again against the Samford Bulldogs, this game will determine who will be in first place in the conference with 2 games to go in the regular season. And if you remember last time, Samford, this game earlier on in the season where we lost, it reminded me a lot of the Morehead State game we just saw. We had a big lead early, but Samford kept chipping away with that methodical style they play, and they really took it to us at the end of the game, 62-55, huge comeback win for them. And I was very surprised to see in the starting lineup, Kyle Jeter is back, their starting point guard from a JUCO transfer. He missed the first matchup between these 2 teams on the season due to injury, but Seneca Lopez is not doing the jump. It's actually Kevin Schiller, who's still a pretty good player, but Seneca Lopez has become a star in this series. 7'1", near the top of the team in both rebounds and points per game. You guys know he always seems to kill us. He wasn't on the injury report, only Christopher Faye showed up, and he wasn't even on the roster when I checked right there, so a loss for Samford. What happened to Seneca Lopez? Maybe he got suspended due to low grades or something. But too bad for us though. They still got Matt Payne, who is stroking it early. I mean, he had a great game against us last time out. Had a bad first half, but he had 12 points in the second half of our last meeting. 5-0 Samford. Now Schiller on the glass. Collects rebound number 2. Kingston to Moreno. Now to Kyle Jeter. And they really missed his playmaking in the last game against these 2 teams. Kyle Jeter, former JUCO transfer, assist number 2. He leads this team in assists per game with about 5 a night. Now 5 minutes into the game, only 1 field goal for UT Martin so far. Now here comes Joey Woodside, who checks in, bounce pass, Matt Payne. That is pure. 6 quick points for Payne, the senior. Come on, Skyhawks, you guys gotta wake up out there. I mean, this is the game to determine possibly who has the #1 overall seed. We're trying to defend our Ohio Valley Conference crown for the 2nd straight year, and right now this game is not living up to expectations thus far, but Saunders, perfect job there. Perfect time to run. We need to try to get Samford out of their comfort zone. You guys know by far the slowest pace in the conference. We got to make them uncomfortable. Now Kevin Schiller, he's been dominating inside so far. It looks like Seneca Lopez is still out there. They haven't missed a beat without him. Schiller in double figures already. We're only halfway through the first. Now under 5 minutes left to play, still a 10-point lead for Samford as we're running with 5 bench players out on the floor, plus Teron Gardner at the center position. Diggs, he had 17 in the last outing against Samford off the bench, and a quick 3 for him already. If you guys got a sharp memory, you may remember that the starters had a hard time shooting the ball against Samford in the first meeting. There's Easley, by the way, real quick, with a 3-ball, cutting it to a 6-point game, but Diggs came off the bench last time out against Samford in the first meeting, had 17, and Easley with that 3 there, he's up to 5 points. Saunders had a huge bounce back effort 2 games ago. Easley had his last time out. Maybe both those guys can put those games together and both play well tonight. And there's a 3-point play for Davion Byes. Look at that smile, he's happy. Man, why not smile when you've been playing as well as he has off the bench? He makes the free throw, 26-20 now. Look at Luke Lawton putting the ball on the deck, scoring off the dribble, cutting it to 4, under 2 minutes to play, and we're going to go to the half, down by 8. Well, I guess on the bright side, this halftime score could have been a lot more lopsided with the way we started the game down huge. You guys have seen it firsthand. The offense was putrid for a while there. Samford is just so intimidating inside the lane, and that's resulted in Frye being our only big man with a basket. And speaking of our big men, Gardner and Frye both head to the locker room with 2 personal fouls. Definitely something to keep in mind. Easley and Saunders are both 1 for 5. Easley and Diggs both made a 3-ball. Those are our only 2 shots from 3 as a team in 10 attempts. And once again, Davion Byes coming through big with 7 bench points. Kevin Schiller's been filling the shoes of Seneca Lopez, 10 points and 3 rebounds for him. Matt Payne has 8. And just like they do against so many teams, the Bulldogs have an 8-12 advantage on the glass. What do we start the second half with? Here comes Gene Schofield attacking the zone. Great high-to-low game there. Schofield is filling the shoes right now for Teron Gardner, who's got 2 fouls, along with Blaine Frye, as Frye actually makes the 3-point play there, converts the free throw as well. Nice job going high to low, and look at Schofield once again setting up in the same spot, turns around and hits a baby jumper over the smaller Kyle Jeter. Okay, we don't see Schofield pulling up for a jump shot too often. Albeit that jump shot was from like 6 feet. But anyway, Easley, he will pull a jump shot of his own. This one from a lot longer out. He makes one from the right wing there. And he's trying to respond after a tough first half. And so far, Easley's been playing his part in this comeback bid. He's got 8 points already in the second half. Now Saunders will pull from the same spot. No good, but look at Dom Cleveland. He seems to always be good for an offensive rebound and putback every game. He's having some more playing time here with some foul trouble to our starting big guys. Now Teron Gardner with the steal. Easley, jump stop, kick out. Lawton for the lead. That one is a little long, but we see Saunders there. He's crashing the glass better these last few games. And with a 2, UT Martin can tie things finally back up, but Easley, you can see it in his eyes. He's thinking a little bit more ambitious. Pump fake. Kyle Jeter flies past him. Easley takes the lead. 13 of those in the second half. Easley coming out strong with a vengeance. Samford would retake the lead though. You guys know them. They're not going out without a fight. We're really trying to get them more up-tempo here in the second half. You can see it with the way we've been playing. Now we're trying to go high to low. Andy Kingston throws it away. Blaine Frye with the steal. Saunders. Oh no. Oh yes. That's one of those shots as a coach. You're yelling your player, Joe, just take the layup. Come on now. What are you doing? But Saunders, sometimes you just got to trust him. He has really earned that green light, and that bounce was just the cherry on top of the sundae on that play. We got the lead with 6 minutes to play. Easley with the screen, going back to this money play. Can we extend the lead? Bang! Easley again. What a second half performance. Gotta clap it up for him, man. What a great game. Easley and Saunders really responding well, but there is Andy Kingston, one of the many big guys on Samford who's had a lot of success today. Off the bench, he's got 8. Matt Payne, it's been a while since we've heard from him. That is until this take right there. He's got a underrated game inside the painted area. I mean, look at this. He clears out with the little hop step move through Saunders and Easley, and Payne's in double figures. They retake the lead 49-48. Not a lot of time left to play. Schofield joins the starters out there. Easley inside to Saunders. Rotates this around to Davion Byes. Crossover inside the lane with the little teardrop. Look at Davion Baez. This was another designed play for him. He came off a double screen, crossover on Payne, and that gave him all the space he needed. But that play would be short-lived though, and bad news, Blaine Frye commits personal foul number 4 on the night. He fouled Matt Payne, and Frye has to come out for a couple plays trying to preserve that last foul. Matt Payne hits 2 free throws, and then on the very next possession, Samford gets the stop, and Kyle Jeter feeds the post to Kevin Schiller, who approaches 20 points on the night. What a threat he has been, filling in for Lopez. Under a minute to play, still down by 3, time dwindling. Back up against the wall, Lawton will drive. Saunders, back to Lawton, he's got some space, nice little 2-man game. That one has to go. Lawton has to make that. Kingston with a huge rebound, number 6. 40 seconds left to go. Jeter to Moreno, inside to Schiller, he does it again. Jared Marino also has 5 assists. We all know how good that wing can pass the ball. And now Martin with one last chance tonight. 31 seconds to play. Easley a little ambitious. That's not the shot we needed. Oh, you wanted it in his hands because he's just been so good here in the second half, but you got to at least take a step in. That's definitely the downside about going for the 3 in that situation. If you miss that 3, the game's over, but if you get an easy 2, then you're still kicking for a couple more possessions. Once again, just a game that we didn't do enough to win. I mean, a great comeback effort and all, but we had a lot of trouble scoring in the paint, as many teams do against Samford. And Saunders and Easley, just their performance, man, a little topsy-turvy. And that continues with Chris Faye not being out on the floor. Our offense inside the painted area continues to take a hit with no Christopher Faye in the rotation. But good news though, Chris Faye will be back for the last 2 games of the regular season, and as we sim forward, we get the news that he is absolutely 100% clear to play. Great to see that. Hopefully everything will fall into place. Easley and Saunders will get back on the right track, and Blaine Frye will become more than just a rebounder like he's been in these last few weeks. So 2 games back from Samford in the standings. We got to hope for them to lose their next 2 and for us to win our next 2. That's our only shot at it. But then again, I don't even know if that'll have us with any shot in the first place seeding, because they've swept the season standing against us. They've won both the matchups, so who knows. The first place ambition looks a little bit bleak right now. It doesn't look very likely, but we all know first place in the regular season doesn't mean all that much. It all comes down to what you can do in the postseason tournament. Thank you all so much for joining me. An action-packed episode of UT Martin basketball. I had a lot of fun making this one. And the next time out you see me with UT Martin, we'll be finishing up year 4 and hopping into the Ohio Valley Conference tournament to see if we can make it 2 straight years in a row with an NCAA tournament appearance. Stay tuned, everybody.